Hey there, so today I'm going to show you some of the best Omegle alternatives that you can use. Now, if you notice here, I'm looking up Omegle and it doesn't really show up, but some alternatives do show up, and we'll talk about these alternatives. And as far as the clone of Omegle, there is one called Omegle.fun, and this one is almost exactly the same, but it's not owned by the same people. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's just a little bit different, but again, it's no longer the original Omegle.com. This is Omegle.fun. Now, the actual alternative would be Chatroulette. A lot of you guys that are a little bit older might remember Chatroulette. Now, this is a random video chat platform where you can be paired with strangers worldwide for one-to-one video chats, and you can easily skip to the next person if you want to meet someone new. It's very easy to use. You've got anonymous video and text chat. You don't need an account. It's very instant, and it gives you random video chats from people all over the world. But as you can imagine, because there's so much freedom and so much liberty, and you can see people from all over the world, so that means you might struggle with some inappropriate content here and there. Unfortunately, since moderation is difficult, but it has improved lately, so that's not too bad. Now, the second Omegle alternative in this case would be Camgo. Now, Camgo is also a random video chat platform, and it connects you with strangers globally, and it's a little bit more safe and moderated. And the focus here is having a fun and social experience with a little bit more privacy. And the features here are anonymous video chat, you can text chat, and there's moderation to prevent inappropriate behavior, and it's also mobile friendly. So I'd say that the biggest strength here is that it's very well moderated. But as a result of such moderation, naturally, there's going to be a smaller user base compared to a lot of the other platforms like Chatroulette, for example. Now, the next one would be OME TV, and this is also a random video chat service similar to Omegle, but in this case, similar to Camgo, OME is supposed to be a little bit more moderated, and you do get both video and text chat. It's got a mobile app and automatic moderation. Now, this is certainly a safer and moderated platform than a lot of the other video chat platforms. So if you're looking for like a more of a family-friendly kind of fun experience, I think this one would be it. Now, there are fewer users compared to larger platforms, potentially leading you to longer wait times for matches. But what you can do is, if you're finding that in your region, you're not really able to connect to a lot of people, or you're barely getting any matches, then what you can do is connect to a country where you can get a lot of matches. So for example, if you know that, maybe you're somewhere in Europe, but most of the users that are active are in New York, then what you could do is connect to a VPN. And what a VPN will do is basically it'll change your virtual location, making it look like you're coming from the location that you've selected on the VPN rather than your real location. So here, as you can tell, I like to use ExpressVPN. That's the VPN I prefer to use. If I go to any IP finder, it should say that I am in Washington, DC. So let's go to any IP finder, and you'll notice here that it should say again that I am in DC, District of Columbia. And so when you change your location, you're able to, again, connect with people from all over the world by changing your location on the VPN. And from what I remember, back when Omegle was still available, IP bans were a thing where, let's say, if for whatever reason you got banned on Omegle, sometimes a lot of these bans can be unfair, and these would usually be IP bans. So in order to get unbanned from Omegle and access it again, if you don't have access to it, is simply, again, connect to a VPN, and that will give you a new IP address. As you can tell right here, this is obviously not my IP address. This is the VPN's IP address. And of course, there are thousands of IP addresses in a VPN that you could use in case you get banned again. But if you're constantly getting banned, then you probably want to stop whatever it is that you're doing. Anyways, this is a pretty useful tool, and I'll talk about it a little later in the video if you guys are interested. And I'll leave links if you want to learn more about it in the description either way. Now, the fourth option here would be CamSurf, and CamSurf is another video chat platform. It keeps you anonymous and it connects you with total strangers. It's designed to be very simple and lightweight, focusing on giving you a clean chat environment, you could say. It's very quick and easy to start. It's got a mobile app, as well as location and language filters, which is really cool. And one of its best strengths, I would say, is the strong moderation. It's easy to use and it's got really fast connections, but it has basic functionality. So you're not exactly getting any of the fun features that you might get with something like maybe Chat Roulette, right? Now, the final option we have for the day is Chat Random, and this is, as you can tell from the name, it's a random video chat platform. It offers one-on-one video chats as well as group chats, and it includes filters for locations and interests to help you connect with people that are a little bit more like-minded. And having the group chat feature is also a nice touch. The filters are great. You've got gender preferences and a mobile application if you're on the go. And overall, you just have more features than most basic random video chat platforms. The weakness, I would say, is that the premium features will require payment, and moderation is still a little bit of a challenge. So if that's not your cup of tea, then you probably want to go for something else that is a little bit more moderated, like OME TV, CamGo, and CamSurf. So these would be the most moderated ones, I would say, and Chat Random and Chat Roulette would be the least moderated out of these 5. So yeah, just keep that in mind just to know what you're getting yourself into. And as far as the usability of a VPN, it not only, again, gives you access to services that are not available. There are countries where Omegle and these Omegle alternatives are not available in the first place. So if you're in such shoes, what you want to do is connect to a country like the States where these websites are available, and then go visit the websites and you'll be able to access them as if you're there. So this works with streaming services. For example, if I click on Netflix here, you'll notice that it takes me straight to Netflix, and because I'm connected to the American server, it'll show as if I'm viewing Netflix from the States. So if I just go down here and go to Media Center, it'll recognize that I'm actually in the States, as you can tell right here. Discover stories and experiences to share with the United States. So that's basically how it works as far as getting access to services that are not available to you, whether it's a streaming service, a library of the streaming service, a video chat platform, a crypto exchange, and whatever it is. And if you're using a good VPN, it should give you access to all of these services and platforms while keeping you safe, because that's what a VPN is meant for in the first place. And so that's why I like to use Express. There are a couple of really good alternatives as well, like Nord and Surfshark, but I don't want to make this video any longer. You'll find links to all these in the description down below, and I'll be sure to include the best discounts that I can find in case you end up picking any of them up. And that'll be it for this video. These are the best Omegle alternatives available. And again, the Omegle clone is available, but it's not exactly the same. And for some of you guys, it's not even available unless you use a VPN. So if you don't have that, I've linked those in the description again. And these are also very good alternatives. Enjoy your video chats and stay safe.